Hi boys and girls, in this video we are going to go over Coding Adventure challenges 6 through 10. This is for lesson 2 of Coding Adventure in CodeMonkey. So let's start with challenge 6. We start off by Gordo telling us we are going to have to start from scratch here. I trust you, young coder. So I'm going to press OK. And we need to plan out what CodeMonkey has to do first. First of all, he has to turn to his left. And if you need to run each step, anytime you add a new step, as you code, that is a good plan so you can see it happening in action on your stage. So here on my editor, I wrote turn left. I'm going to run it. Okay, he needs to move a few steps to be aligned with the bridge. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this ruler and measure. He needs about 4 steps. He needs to take 4 steps. So I'm going to click on line 2 of code. I'm going to click on step and type the number 4. Once he takes his 4 steps, he's looking straight, and I want him to turn right so he can look at the bridge. So line 3 of code is going to be turn right. And once he turns right, he'll be facing the bridge, and he needs to walk over the bridge to get closer to the banana. So I'm going to go ahead and just measure right now from about where he is to about where the banana is. That's about 17 steps, sorry. So let's go ahead and run that. Okay. He is looking forward. Now he needs to turn toward the banana, which is on his right-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to turn right. He's going to be about right here when he crosses. And then as he faces a banana, he needs to take a few more steps to reach it. That's about 3 steps. So we're going to go to line 6 of code and type step 4 or 3. And he completed the challenge. He did earn the 3 stars, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next challenge. In this next challenge, I didn't read what Gordo says. You can also turn with a number like turn 45 or turn -90. This ruler is now going to turn into not just a ruler to measure steps, but also a ruler that measures angles. So if I click on the ruler, I click on the monkey's head. I do want him to go to the banana. That's 14 steps. But first he needs to turn. And if you look at the number on the monkey, on top of the monkey's head, and there's like a little V, that's an angle. That angle says that he needs to turn 45 degrees. If I cause him or if I program him to turn completely to the left, that's a 90-degree angle, and he'll go too far and run into the bush. So we want to make sure that we're precise and tell him 45 degrees. So on line of code where it says turn 30, that should be turn 45. And the number of steps are actually correct. The number of steps are next to your ruler in the blue, right next to the banana. It says 14. So this should be 45. I'm going to go ahead and run my code, my program. And he successfully gets there, and he does earn his 3 stars. So next challenge. You must get all the bananas. Remember, we are now using angles in these challenges. I'm going to press OK. And he is going to turn towards this banana. Now, if you're facing the same direction as CodeMonkey, he is going to turn to his left. But I want to show you the degrees for left. If I click on CodeMonkey's head with my ruler, and I drag my ruler to the banana, that's where I want him to go. The angle is 90 degrees, so he's going to turn 90. You could write turn left and you could write turn 90. We're going to use turn 90 for this solution for this challenge, because we did learn how to measure with degrees and angles. So first he's going to turn 90 degrees, and then he's going to step 15. Turn 90. Line 2 of code, step 15. So just like in anything, first he turns and then he steps. Once he gets here, so he turns and he gets to the banana. Let's just see him complete those actions. There you go. He's facing forward. He needs to turn to this banana right here, and that's on his left. Again, turn left is another way for us to say that is turn 90. So I'm going to go ahead and click turn and write 90. And then after he turns, he's going to take a certain amount of steps. From this banana to this banana is about 15 steps. So step 15. Let's run this code. Okay, now we look at our code monkey and he's facing forward. He needs to turn to his left again. And how do we tell him to turn left with degrees? That's right, we tell him to turn 90. After he turns, he will step forward to reach the banana and catch it, and that's about 15 steps again. Let's go ahead and run our code. He successfully captured all the bananas and he earned his 3 stars. So next challenge. In challenge 9, now we are going to learn to walk backwards. It states, or Gordo is telling us, monkeys can also walk backwards. So to walk backwards, we use a negative, and here it says -5. Remember, anytime it gives you an argument, you want to go ahead and measure that argument. You know, he's walking backwards because it has that negative, but instead of a -5, it should be a -10. Because when I measured with my ruler, if he's walking backwards from the monkey to the banana behind him is 10. Now, when he catches this banana right here, we're going to program him to walk forward, and we're going to get our ruler from this banana on the right to the banana on the left. That's 20 steps. So on line 2 of code, we're going to say we're going to type in step 20, and first he's going to walk backwards to capture the banana behind him, and then he's going to walk forward to capture the banana in front of him. Yay, we learned to code him to walk backwards, and we did earn our 3 stars and captured both bananas. Next challenge. First, challenge 10 states, first go to the bridge, then get all the bananas. So our goal is to first come over here. In order to go to the bridge, we have to turn to face the bridge. So we're going to click on turn. And we're going to use this ruler to measure how much he's going to turn. Remember, we click on the monkey's head with the ruler, drag the ruler up to the banana or the bridge, and notice how the angle is a 45-degree angle. The 45 is a number on his head. So I'm going to come over here to turn, and I'm going to tell him to turn 45. After he turns, he's going to take some steps. So he's going to step to the banana, over the bridge and to the banana. That's 15 steps. Step 15. Let's run this code so far so we can see what we have. Okay, now you need to make a decision. Do you want him to turn towards the left or towards the right? I'm going to go ahead and just tell him to turn left so we can see as we run the code. So I want him to turn left, and he's going to walk from the banana in the middle to the banana on the left. That's 10 steps. Step 10. Remember, he still has this banana behind him, and I could code him to turn around, or I could just code him to walk backwards. And he's going to walk from the banana on the left to the banana on the right. That's 20 steps. But to tell him to walk backwards on line 5 of code, I'm going to click on step. I'm going to tell him -20 so that he can get there. Let's run this code. We have successfully completed the challenge and we have earned our 3 stars. This concludes challenges 6 through 10 for lesson 2 of Code Monkey Coding Adventure.